What's up, brothers and sisters? It's your brother G World 7_D. Here's a book, Scribe, Warriors, and Kings, City of Copan, in Ancient Maya. All right, we're going to turn to page right here, what is Mesoamerican Maya. Read that. We're going to get a clear image of it. Okay, boom. Mesoamerica in Maya. The ancient Maya were but one of many different complex cultures and civilizations which thrived in the culture area referred to as Mesoamerica. This culture was also defined by the anthropologist Paul Kirchhoff, who observed that at the time of the Spanish conquest, a series of distinctive cultural adaptations, was shared amongst the peoples inhabiting the geographic area comprising all of central and southern Mexico, Guatemala, Belize, El Salvador, and the western half of Honduras, the southern fringe of Nicaragua, and the Nyoka Peninsula of Costa Rica. These shared adaptations included pyramidal platforms supporting masonry structures, the playing of a rubber ball game in specifically prepared courts, the use of calendrical systems which combine a solar calendar of 365 days with a ritual calendar of 260 days. The use of bark paper books for recording native history and religious traits, and a pantheon of shared deities, with allowed for regional variations. So, a pantheon of shared deities with allowed for regional variation. A dependence on an agricultural system centered around the cultivation of maize, beans, squash, and numerous other traits. Now, they use the term ball courts. I don't like the term ball courts, all right? But they played the little game with the rubber ball where they use armor. Like in football today, armor is used to go to battle. And they literally were with the battle playing this game, man. And they had to get into this little ring hook. But they had they couldn't use their hands. Correct, they can use their knee, their other body parts, but not their hands. And many people got hurt because the ball, even though it was rubber, but it was pretty hard. I'm not going to focus on that, but I want to show you certain things. All right. Now look at this now. You see the pyramidal structure here. All right, then you see some other structures here, right here, over in here. And notice how this forest is not covering up because this has been unkept. There's a little riverbed over here. So they always traveled by river, and they built these structures near large bodies of water or small body of water, so it'd be easily accessible to take their materials and build. So they're near this body of water, and they're able to cut through the forest and then built their civilizations right here within the forest. And you see, in ancient time, this is well kept up. An ancient, beautiful garden, walkway, but now it's all covered up. You see, there's another structure right here. If I can get a little closer, but now it's been covered up with the trees. But just think about the ancient time. The trees could have been there. Like I said, an ancient garden where trees can be used in certain spots as a shade. Man, this is awesome. Another image going over here at Copan. Alright. This is a reconstructed image of Copan. What's left of Copan in a certain spot. They mentioned ball courts right over the side. This is Copan. Figures in the seated position with the legs crossed. This is an artist's reconstruction. See, like I said, the ancient garden, small little trees trimmed, clear pathway, pyramid structures, stairs going up into some little chamber. Same thing here. And so like a little fort built. But now this is all covered up because it has not been kept up. And it's like a little forest. So it was covered up like in the jungle. Here's the waterway. This is the artist's reconstruction of it. And notice the structures are not that far from the river channel. Alright. More image of Copan. Right. This is obviously a Negro. Moves his hands to his chest. Alright. Remember the so-called Maya were Negroes. Alright. And they had many, like I said, they had many satellite spots. Look at the river channel right here. Riverbed right here. Large forest. And there's monuments that are like covered within this forest right here. Because it has not been kept up in years. So you have some monuments, structures covered in this forest right here. Some more images of Copan. This is like it's falling apart. But these, look at this little brick type structure. See? More images of Copan. And this is all in the Americas. Alright? This is not Africa. This is all in America. And some of these dudes had locks in their head, man. It's so obvious. They had locks. Thick ass locks. Here's an area view. Look at the river right here. The river, small little river. So our ancestors knew how to navigate the waters, the seas. That was not strange to them. You know, they didn't have white folks to bring them over in a boat. They were already here. All right. You got to understand that, man. You really do. You have to understand that. Now look at these structures. And I would say one of them has some form of glyph on there if I can get a clear image on there. I can't get a clear image of that on there. Right. I can't get a clear image of that. Look at that. You can obviously tell that was a straight up Negro. Let me give you an even closer image of it. Look at that. Look at that. The nose has been hacked off, but you see them, still them big ass lips. Those are hands into the chest. Large as earrings. Look at that. This is our history, man. You're not taught this. You're really not taught this. You're not taught your true history. You're taught that you're a slave from Africa. That's got to stop, man. That's got to stop. Dude looked like he might have had a mustache on there. It's hard to tell because the thing's been so much destroyed. Now, he's an artist's reconstruction of one of the images of the Copan pyramid structures. You got the stairs going up into like a little chamber up here. Stairway to heavens. A chamber up here. This figure looking like a little best type figure. Alright. I see it's another image deep in the forest. Structure that our ancestors did build here in America, and that's starting to collapse. This figure might have been looted at one particular time. But this stuff has been abandoned for so long. Also, I want you to notice this is the front cover of the book. Notice like the little hat structure on this individual's head. You see a lot of them African women wearing something that's similar to this around their head. See some of the people in West Africa wearing that. Alright? I'm telling you the similarities right there, because it's the similarities, because the people exchange ideas. And it's just basically expanding a culture that came here and then expand to go east. From west from east. The large ass earrings. Pay attention to the little small details, man. But look at this hat. Look at some of them individuals from West Africa. You see this type of little hat on their head. You see this on his head, especially the women. Now look at this. You got them large ass earrings. Alright, brothers and sisters, man. I'm gonna give you this. Look at this around here. I'm gonna give you this information. I'm gonna talk more about Copan, man. Alright? Because, the Maya civilization were here throughout Central America. Alright, so you need to know this information. This information's in your face. This is our history, but these bastards ass Eurocentric scholars have just distorted and lied about every damn thing. Everything they can put their hands in, they will lie. This is ancient Copan. And this is the civilization that was here in the Americas. And we have to understand our true history. We can't just sit here and be dumbfounded and just believe that we came over here in a slave ship. I showed you pictures before of not only the Warai, but the Mosai that was here, and they had boats. Our ancestors traveled by boats and ships. You see those waterways? They were able to travel the waterways, riverbeds, to get to different places on the island. So they just didn't just walk around. They used the boats to travel, not only within those islands that they're on, but to other islands and to other locations. They knew how to navigate the waters. They were great sailors. Alright, they were great mariners. They knew how to read the stars and the rays of the sun. So they traveled the world, but particularly traveled here to America. They built structures on these various different islands. Some of these structures now on the ground due to the raising of the sea level. Alright. So there's just some quick information I'm going to give you about Copan, but I'm going to give you some more on Copan. Because this is our true history. Our true history is not here, being brought over the slave ship. Most of us were already here. I hear people talking about, give me a DNA test. What part of Africa I'm from? Most of us was already here, because you had the black civilizations that were here. Alright? Most of us are already here. We're going to have to understand that. We're going to have to get out of this mess that you're a slave from Africa. Most of our people were already here. America is our home. Don't get it twisted. Most of our ancestors were not brought over here in no damn slave ship. They were already here. Peace and love.